Alright, so look, Sleeping Dogs is one of the most underrated games ever, and if you don't agree, or if you haven't played it yet, you are crazy! From its set pieces to the combat to the story, this game had it all, and you probably missed it. Stupid! Released on August 13, 2012, Sleeping Dogs was unfairly called a GTA clone, but honestly, I think it outshines most GTA clones of its time. And like I said, I bet most of you haven't played this game, so here's the deal. I'll show you why you should play it, and what I'd want in a sequel. So sit back, relax, and grab a pork bun, because a man who never eats a pork bun is never a whole man. Let's get into it. And don't worry, no spoilers. Alright, so immediately, right off the bat, the thing that separates Sleeping Dogs from GTA is its combat. Anyone who's ever played this game will absolutely tell you that. I mean, y'all ever watch a kung fu movie as a kid and feel like you can kick everybody in the room's ass? I'ma whoop your ass, and I'ma whoop your ass. Yeah, see, that's how Sleeping Dogs combat makes me feel. And if you're looking at the screen right now, it's probably very obvious that this game takes a lot of inspiration from the Batman Arkham games. However, and don't crucify me here, Sleeping Dogs combat might be a bit more fun. What? See, the combat in Sleeping Dogs just feels like crunchy, and I'm not meaning to say crunchy, it's crunchy, like with every hit bro throws. His name is Wei Shin, by the way, but we'll get to that. Every punch Wei Shin throws is just like you feel it. And I don't know what exactly is making that distinction between those two games, but there's a clear difference, because oh my god. And I mean, look, another thing that sets it apart is just how lethal this can get. You know, there's a mechanic in the game where you can use your environment to instantly kill or quote unquote take down your enemies, but bro's dead. I don't want to hear that. But no, it's way more lethal, and it feels more personal because you're not Batman, you're not Spider-Man, you're Wei Shin, you're a cop who does his job a little too well, because oh my god. See, this game for me shakes the title of being a GTA clone the minute you start fighting, for the sheer fact that the combat system is much more about throwing hands than gunplay. And yeah, this game does have gunplay, but it's very much not the focus. And I mean, you get guns a handful of times in this game, but I ain't gonna lie to you, it's pretty ass in the way they handle it. But that's not the point. See, okay, and I mean, shit, you don't need them, because I mean, look, Wei Shin doesn't just throw hands. He's gonna throw your f***ing life away. But nah, see, it's not just the combat that makes this game great. It's the story. Now the story is where this game really shines. And the plot thickens! Okay, so you're probably asking, why exactly are we throwing hands in the first place, right? What's the story here? Well, my boy Wei Shin finds himself in a sticky situation. Shut the up. So Wei is an undercover cop, and he's been assigned to infiltrate a gang known as the Sun On Yi. The twist is, Wei grew up with these people. He knows who he's set out to investigate. And we as the player get to experience the pressures that it brings him, you feel me? I won't spoil anything significant that happens, so this section is going to be a bit shorter, but one thing I love about this game is that it starts off by throwing you into the mix immediately, which creates this sense of urgency in the player. The game starts with the drug deal gone wrong, and let me tell you, it's pretty gripping.
Look, I can get you 3-4 keys a week if you want.
Howdy.
What? My shit's not good enough for you?
Wait, 究竟發生咩事啊？
咩啊？邊撚個你？
停手，咪喐！
Come, my friend. Just
Are you crazy? No, don't.
Maybe we can sort something out, huh?
你兇我啊！你知唔知我係邊個啊？
所有伙計唔好俾佢走甩啊！截住佢！
好傷害我啊
Fucking hell! Don't do it, man! Don't do it! Let's go! Let's go!
See, I don't care. If you look at that and think a GTA clone, listen, I think you're lazy. I think you're lazy. I think you're a lazy person who's never played this damn game. Now, listen, GTA clone my ass. Listen, well, don't clone my ass. That's unethical. Nah, but okay. I feel like the people who called this game a GTA clone didn't actually play it. I feel like that's a lazy title by lazy people. They didn't play this game. That's it. And I don't want to bring down other games to build this one up. That's not the point of this video. But no other game that's been called a GTA clone has a truly cinematic feel to it. And let me put it this way. If you feel like Ghost of Tsushima pays a decent homage to samurai flicks, Sleeping Dogs pays an amazing homage to classic kung fu movies. It's a serious, gritty narrative that deals with themes of like moral complexity and the pressures of doing what's right and doing what feels right to you. You know, as the story goes on, like if you're not saying, wait, what the f are you doing at least once, you can throw my head in the AC unit right now, bro. You see the battles in his head. He's like, am I a cop? Am I Sun On Yi? Can I be both? It's like, clearly not, but I ain't gonna spoil nothing for you because you have to play this game. But speaking of cinematics, let's look at the sorely overlooked beauty of this game.
She's Birdie, SpongeBob.
Listen, we all need to give United Front Games a huge round of applause because this game is damn pretty. And there's only so many ways I can tell you that a game is pretty to look at, but look, this game came out over 10 years ago. And with all things considered, it still holds up. Now, obviously, it looks a little dated, and I won't deny that, but tell me this ain't a world that you don't want to get lost in. I mean, just look at this. Now when it comes to setting, I'm a hard person to please. The worlds that I get lost in are games like Red Dead, Witcher 3, Skyrim, New Vegas, Baldur's Gate 3. And I don't want to fully compare these two worlds because they come from different eras of gaming. However, Sleeping Dogs has a world that is just as immersive as those games. While smaller, there's still depth there. And just like you tell your girlfriend, it's not about the size. It's about the heart.
That boy ain't right.
You know, at some point, I'm not even really talking about the graphics. I'm talking about how it all comes together.
Giggity.
Like, you have these glowing, super pretty neon streets to like these lush upscale districts. And the thing I love about this game is that every area, and there's a couple, have their own distinctive feel to it. And it all comes together in this beautiful package that so many people have just never experienced. Like I said, it's a world that you can really lose yourself in. Now, I want you to do me a favor. When, not if, God damn it, you get this game, get a car, turn on the radio, and just drive around the city. I guarantee you'll see what I'm talking about. This game is so damn pretty. There's only so many ways that I can try to convince you to play this game, aside from telling you that it's almost always on sale, and even when it's not on sale, it's like 20 bucks. But as someone who has played this game, who's enjoyed this game, I can only see the possibilities in a sequel. Now imagine what we could do with technology from today to revitalize this game. Because Sleeping Dogs, the title as a whole, the beauty isn't just in its past, it's in its future. Hey yo, really quick, I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you could subscribe for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, consider joining the Discord. Like I said, we've got Mude. That's all linked below. You should join, stay up to date on future video essays, or just to chill, you know, say what's up. But anyway, back to the video.
No, not gonna happen.
Alright, so I'm just going to kind of rattle off some ideas that I have for a sequel. That shit ain't never going to happen, but we can dream, right? But okay, the first thing I would want to see in a Sleeping Dogs sequel is the combat improved. Now, I know I just said that Sleeping Dogs combat is already peak. However, if we were to bring this game into modern times, I feel like something like Sifu and their combat could be really good in this kind of game. Now, as far as I understand, to really effectively play Sifu, you have to do a lot more to do a lot more. That doesn't make any sense, but what I'm trying to say is that the combat system is a lot more engaging, right? So when Sleeping Dogs plays, it's pretty easy to quote unquote master the combat in that game. It's pretty easy to feel comfortable with every fight that you have at a certain point. With Sifu, as far as I understand it, you feel the intensity and the threat of almost every encounter that you have. So I would love to bring that feeling into a Sleeping Dogs game. Also, I would love to have a bit more variety in how you fight, like fighting styles. Now in Sleeping Dogs, there is a variety of different fighting styles, and you'll find that out once you play it, because you are playing this goddamn game. There's no question about that. But I would love to see things like Taekwondo or Hapkido. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, forgive me if I'm not, but I would love to see more Korean inspired fighting styles. Which leads me into my next point. Alright, for the setting, I would love a different setting. Hong Kong is great, do not get me wrong. It's not often we get a game set in Hong Kong. However, we do get plenty of games set in Japan. So to switch things up a bit, I would love to get a Sleeping Dogs 2 set in South Korea. Now, hear me out. We as Americans, assuming you're American, you probably are, assuming you're American, we don't get that many things set in South Korea. The things that come to mind right now is literally Parasite the movie, which is a great movie, you should check that out, and Squid Game, right? The average American knows next to nothing about South Korea, and I would love to explore just like traditional Korean villages. I would love to explore places like Seoul, because that could be a really great place to explore, especially in a crime game. That could also open up opportunities to learn about South Korea and their culture. But yeah, that's my take on a new location. Third, I would want to see deeper narrative choices. Now, Sleeping Dogs is a pretty on the rails game. There's not a lot of wiggle room to decide what Wei Shin really does, but bringing this game into the modern setting would probably mean giving us a bit of choice, even if it's like a little choice, like something like Red Dead. Like there's really only, I think, 2 endings to that game when it comes down to it, but even then, that's more than Sleeping Dogs offers right now. So I feel like if we were to play on aspects of the story, like the duality of doing what's right and what feels right to you, give the players some choice, you know? I love it when 2 people can play a game and have a totally different experience. That just offers more replayability in this game. So I feel like that could be absolutely great if we could implement something like that. Now, lastly, I didn't include anything about the story. That's where you guys come in. I want you guys to sound off in the comments and just tell me what you would want to see in a Sleeping Dogs 2 sequel story-wise. Like, give me ideas about a new protagonist. Give me ideas about what kind of angle do you want to take with the themes. Do we do a duality again? Do we maybe have 2 protagonists, like a Grand Theft Auto clone? I mean, it could be really cool, you know? They wouldn't beat those allegations, but f you, this is a great game. This is a better game than games at that time, and I'll stand on that. But yeah, in conclusion, man, Sleeping Dogs is just a masterpiece. Point blank, period. But no, when a game gives us what it gave us, GTA clone is a lazy label by lazy people. Wei Shin deserves to be in the conversations of great main characters, and it pains me that he isn't. I want to break the notion that Sleeping Dogs is just a GTA clone, because it's so much more. But who knows, maybe some company will pick up the IP, and I don't know how this works, but maybe they'll make a sequel. Maybe somebody will make a spiritual sequel, you know? We can only hope. We can only hope. But hey, with that being said, my name is June. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Peace.
I'm always saying that I'm up too late. Don't speak in the room when I'm on my